What is up, you guys?
Misa back!
Thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Will, and over the past weekend, we have gotten so many 2024 set reveals. There's a lot of sets to cover. So the first thing we're going to take a look at is City, because it's pretty special this year, and we'll see why when we get to some of the more space stuff, but once again, we'll get into that. But before we get started, everyone, please be sure to leave a like, hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, and share this video out, as that would really help me a lot. Now, without further ado, let's get to it. So first up, we've got a 4+ here, set number 60399, Race Car. I don't have the exact piece count here, but taking a look at the set, it's a 4+ set. There really isn't too much. Most of the bricks look like they're going to be printed instead of stickers, which is always nice. And it's a pretty decent race car in the first place. If anything, I wish it just had a windshield. But we get a civilian taking photos, a trophy, and the driver. Next up, we have set number 60400, Go-Karts and Race Drivers. Continuing a bit more into the racing idea, we've got just two little go-karts. Once again, this will probably be $10, my best guess. We just got two drivers, each with some nice outfits. Looks like they both have some really cool symbols on their jackets. I don't know if those are deep cuts, but if they are, I'm sure someone can point those out in the comment section. I would definitely appreciate it. Then we have set number 60401, Construction Steamroller. Okay, I love this one. It's a small, cheap set, but I absolutely really miss having a full construction wave in LEGO City. In fact, the last construction wave was from before I was even a LEGO fan. We did have a demolition, which was pretty similar, but I actually never got any of those sets. So my construction side of my city stuff is severely lacking, and this is a great addition. And once again, LEGO, please give us a full like 6 to 8 set construction wave in the future, because this is an absolutely amazing $10 set. Next up, we have set number 60402, Monster Truck, and it is what it says it is, a monster truck. I do love the coloration and how the guy's suit matches the color of his monster truck. Next up, we have a 4+ set, 60403, Emergency Ambulance. Being a 4+ set, I really don't have much to say. It's the typical 4+ vehicle, basically, with two nice minifigures. They always get credit for having pretty decent minifigures in 4+ sets. It's going to probably be overpriced, though. And then we have a little snow ramp here, because this guy's snowboarding, which is it's really nice that it's different from, like, a skateboarding ramp, which is what I would have expected. I also like how we have a camera so you could take photos. Next up is a set everyone seems to be very hyped about. Me, on the other hand, well, set number 60404, Burger Van. I'm just going to say it right now, I don't like the design of the burger truck. It doesn't look good at all. It looks more like a 4+ chunky vehicle with this massive chunky burger just thrown on it. It just looks so squarish and everything. I just can't get behind the design. From what I understand, there's plenty of people out there who actually like it, and I definitely like the minifigure designs. This guy has an hearing aid added to the hairpiece, which is pretty cool. And yeah, the burger itself I like the design of. And I like how we now have a piece on the top to give you the impression of a burger. I like the colors, I just don't like the design. That's just me, though. What are your thoughts? Let me know down in the comments. Next up, we have set number 60405, Emergency Rescue Helicopter. This would probably be a cheap $20 to $30 set, and I really like it, actually. The colors look nice, and the helicopter's a pretty decent design. I have a lot of LEGO City helicopters, and this one, it feels pretty unique. I like the design of the little struts that are sitting at the bottom. And plus, the helicopter doesn't look too big, and it just looks like a nice little helicopter to add to your emergency collection in LEGO City. Plus, I like the design of the minifigures. We've got a mountain climber lighting a flare, a pilot, and someone to help with the rescue. And I like how they're wearing a nice pack filled with probably a lot of emergency supplies. Going back to racing for a moment, we have set number 60406, Race Car and Car Carrier Truck. Once again, I am not as a huge fan of the truck design. I just feel like it's, once again, very bulky. It's much better than the burger truck, in my opinion. And the race car itself is okay. It's not a set that I'm extremely excited for, and probably won't be getting it. We've got a symbol on the car here that almost makes me think of a Transformer symbol, which it isn't, because, you know, this isn't a licensed theme. I'm pretty sure she has the same symbol as a guy in the go-kart set, so probably same team, only for different races, I don't know. Next up, we have a 4+ set number 60410, Fire Rescue Motorcycle, and it's a very cheap 4+ set, probably $10 with just a hot dog, grill on fire, and a motorcycle. Not much to say. And we have another small $10 set number 60411, Fire Rescue Helicopter, and I've never been a huge fan of the smaller fire helicopters. I've just not. I just don't think a smaller fire or helicopter is very realistic. Whenever I see a flying vehicle designed to fight fires, it is much bigger, can actually hold water. I just never found fire helicopters, at least of the small stature, very realistic. It's a nice set for children, but it's not for me. Not this one. Next up, we have set number 60412, 4x4 fire engine with rescue boat. Now, this is a much better fire set. First off, I love how we have a little camping site that's on fire with a tent. It's not the best designed tent Lego's done, but still. And then the 4x4 vehicle, really nice. It's an off-road vehicle with a boat to help with forest fires and rescuing people within the forest. The firemen are well designed. We've got a camper, a very solid fire set. Next up, we have set number 60413, Fire Rescue Plane. So again, we're getting to kind of a bit more forest fire sets again, which, you know, is kind of nice in my opinion, because I remember loving the design of the forest fire sets back in the day. I think it was it 2012? 2012 or 2013, I think. That being said, I don't know why we got a guy with a jetpack. I know we had the Sky Police, but I don't see the use of a firefighting guy with a jetpack. But that being said, I do love the design of the plane. It looks really nice, and this is the exact kind of firefighting flying vehicle I would expect. I enjoy the little forest edition too, which is just, you know, nice little bonus. Next up, we have a set that actually surprised me, set number 60414, Fire Station with Fire Engine, and it's a 70, I'm pretty sure it's like going to be priced at 70 if I recall, and this is a pretty decent fire station. Like, it's small, really small, but you can technically combine it or put it near another fire station, and it would be a nice little garage in addition. We have a little drone launch bay. The fire truck's a nice design. I love the design of the garage here. As you can see, we have both garages will raise and lower, but it's just, I like the design of the station. It looks very different from previous fire stations, and plus there's not much actual interior. So once again, you could put this with other fire stations and name this as a little garage for other fire vehicles, and it works pretty well, actually. As a bonus, we have a new rescue dog element from the looks of it. I know it's going to be in another set coming up, but that being said, that's once again a really cool addition. Moving on to the police, because it wouldn't be a January wave without police set. So set number 60415, police car and muscle car chase. It's basically a police car and a muscle car. That's it. We do have the police figure. He has the Chase McCain face, so it might be Chase McCain. That's up to you. I'm a huge fan of Lego City Undercover, guys, so always nice to get more outfit variations of crooks, more $100 bills for your criminals to steal from your banks. And the design of the car is alright. I like the snake-like idea. Like, those are obviously scales along the side of the car. At least that's what I'm seeing. So maybe you see something different. Once again, let me know down in the comments section. Next up, a set that I absolutely love. Set number 60418. Police Mobile Crime Lab Truck. Now, this seems like a very unique idea. Now, I know we've gotten plenty mobile units before, but this one is very different. Like, different enough, it's not a truck and trailer, it's just a full-size truck. Nothing detaches. Inside, you've got a bunch of lab stuff. I mean, it is basically a mobile unit, but it's more like it's like a different take on a mobile unit. I absolutely love this take. We've got a little detective person here just looking around at all the evidence. We've got a couple criminals and even a little bit of cityscape for the criminals to escape and, like, hide, which I really love. That's a really nice addition to this set. I actually got the back of the box here, and once again, the vehicle looks so nice closed up, too. Like, I love the colorations they've chosen for this set, and the interior has plenty of great details. And as a bonus, we get a little ATV, which, you know, isn't much, but hey, another great vehicle to add to your city. I really like this one. And well, let's not forget to mention the prison in the back. Next up, oh, here we go. Set number 60419, Police Prison Island. I try not to be too negative, but I don't like this set at all. The coloration is horrible in my opinion. Like, the blue and the nougat what is it? I'm blanking out on what the color is. It doesn't match at all. We got another small police helicopter, police boats, an escape raft, great, but I mean, nothing blows me away about this set. Like, when I think back to the previous Prison Island set, I missed out on that one, and oh man, do I regret missing out on that one, because I absolutely loved that set. This set doesn't do it for me compared to that one. The other one had multiple cells, a courtyard out in the open. This one does have a courtyard here. I'll bring up the back picture here. I mean, we have a little place for the criminals to try to escape here, a watchtower, but one prison cell. Really, that's it, just one prison cell. If I recall, the original one had like three different cells in different areas, or two right next to each other. Anyway, there's like one escape hatch. I don't see many other escape routes too. I mean, we've got an escape route down here. In fact, the only thing I will say and positively about this set is I do like how they actually put it on top of a mountain, basically. You look, it's like on a hill. I mean, it gives them opportunities to design underneath and stuff like that, but I mean, I do like the shark warning signs too. That's pretty cool. But this one doesn't do it for me, and I really regret not getting the original now. This was actually the one I was most excited to see the first time, and it just left me disappointed. Alright, I think it's time to get into space. Now, it looks like LEGO is really going all out on space because whether it's Friends, Technic, Creator, or City, they all have this space logo with the classic space logo on the side of their boxes, polybags, whatever. Which makes me wonder, are we going to get like a year where we are more like pirate themed or castle themed? That would be really cool. Like 2025, we're getting a whole bunch of cool castle sets throughout different themes. That being said, let's get into the actual space this year. First off, we've got a little polybag 30663 space hoverbike. Really isn't much to say. I do love how they're gonna go, for at least for this, a more futuristic. Once again, these sets will really remind me of classic space, like an original space theme that's just under the LEGO City branding, which I'm super excited about. We've got a little bit of rock formation here with some crystals. Not much else to say, other than the astronaut design looks great with the classic space logo on it. Moving on to the $10 space set number 60428, Space Construction Mech. Now, I'm not sure when these sets are releasing. It could be March, it could be January. We'll know when we have the sets officially released on LEGO.com, which they aren't yet. Remember, these are all leaks. But moving on, once again, we've got different astronaut suit designs, which I'm really excited for. This guy looks more like a construction, engineering, technical type guy. That's why he's operating this little mech, which, by the way, the mech is a great idea. I like the little rover we've got here. We've got a little quick view on the back of the box here, too. He's grabbing crystals and stuff like that. Once again, I'm loving the more futuristic take with these sets. Next up, we've got the 4+ set, and we're going to zoom by this one quickly because other than the ship design, there's really not much. It's set number 60429, Spaceship and Asteroid Discovery. It's basically two little stations for astronauts to be working, a blue and a green helmet. We've got some crystals, and then once again, the spaceship design looks nice. It's like a little shuttle. Then we've got a little alien here, which, by the way, once again, this feels like an original LEGO theme with actual aliens instead of a more realistic take. That being said, really not much else to say. Moving on to set number 60430, Interstellar Spaceship. We've got what I'm thinking with the navy blue, it's going to be pilots. I'm really looking forward to seeing the summer wave of LEGO City and seeing what other potential space sets we could get. But then again, this could be it, but there's some really great sets here. That being said, the spaceship looks nice. We've got a little power core here. The way I see it, they're using those purplish crystals to create these power cores for their vehicles. So looking at the back of the box here, there's really not much to say. I like how the back kind of opens up. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but really cool. Just a nice little spaceship. Moving on to a much more exciting set number 60431, Space Explorer Rover and Alien Life. We've actually got some legitimate aliens here. They've got eyes and everything, and they're weirdly designed. Love it. Absolutely love it. We have this little rover here that I'm assuming it goes in and out. Hold on, we have a look at the back of the box here, but we got a blue space and a green space person, basically. And as a bonus, the wheels have suspension from the looks of it, so that's really cool. Yeah, so the rover, it looks like you could store the rover in the back here. It's the smaller of the two rovers we're going to take a look at, but nonetheless, it's one really nice design. I absolutely love the futuristic take. And that leaves us with set number 60432, Command Rover, and Crane Loader. Now this is the bigger rover, and oh man do I love this vehicle. It's basically a space mobile base. And this is giving me serious vibes off so many classic themes and how they would come up with so many different cool vehicles. And this just feels like a real homage to all that. So we've got some of the alien life, basically. We don't have a look at the back of the box, sadly, because this is like the only leaked photo of this set. But we've got a couple people here. We've got a engineer, 2 blue helmet people. So once again, I think they're the drivers. We've got an explorer, basically. Then we have a really cool little mech that's walking around, a drone mech. Then we have a crane, and then we have a lot of interior space for the people to work. I'm assuming there's like a lab or something in there. Then I'm hoping there's a handful of seats in the front of the vehicle. Would just be a really nice addition. Best guess the set will be around 80 bucks. Next up, we have set number 60433, Modular Space Station. Now, it's a really nice looking set. I'm probably not going to get this one because I have a couple of the other space stations. In fact, I think this is like the 3rd or 4th year in a row we've gotten a space station. And there's not too much different enough about this one to get me excited to pick this one up. I mean, the best part, I like how you have this little shuttle here that basically can take different modules away, which is a really cool addition. And each of the modules have different spaces. We have like an engineering section, food section, sleeping quarters. I can't tell exactly what that looks like. Recreation. We have places for vehicles to dock. And plus there's all the astronaut designs and all their equipment is really cool. And we have some solar panels as well. But once again, I just don't think there's enough here to give me enough excitement to pick this one up. Now onto a set that I personally like. I've seen a lot of people hate on the design, and I've seen a lot of people love on the design. But we've got set number 60434. Space and Rocket Launch Pad. I personally love design. I love how we have some clamps, basically clamping it down into the moon or planet, wherever they're exploring. And of course we have a launch center reusing a ramp piece from the stunt set, so it's nice to see that get a reuse. We have a general here, basically the station commander, which is really cool. And we have a guy with a brown helmet. I'm not exactly sure what his job is, but it looks like he has a drill, so I guess he's like a miner, basically a space miner. We have a truck, and then we have a crane, of course, and then we have the command station up top, from what I understand. Here, we got a bit of better views inside. So yeah, the top is a command station where the admiral basically works and commands his team. But even inside, we have some recreation spaces and even an engineering section. Once again, I like the design of this. And the spaceship itself looks pretty cool. In fact, I'm really excited because it just occurred to me that one of the sets we haven't gotten yet that I think we definitely need is like an $80 spaceship, like based off these sets. And I bet that will come in the summer. Imagine how cool the design could be. Okay, so we only have 2 more sets. The first one being 60417, Police Speedboat and Crook's Hideout. It's basically a typical Crook's Hideout. Has a space for the crooks to hide, for them to hide their vehicle. And it's supposed to be a bit more disguised with the rest of the cityscape. I do like how it's in cargo containers. That's a pretty neat addition. Then we've got a little police speedboat. I do like this one. I might be picking it up. It won't be a top priority, but at least it's a really nice little addition to your city sets, basically, especially to your harbors. The final set we have here is set number 60438, Sailboat. It being just a normal sailboat, there really isn't too much more to say, other than the fact that it's a really nice set, really nice sailboat. And it's probably going to be a great addition to people who like collecting vehicles for their cities. As a bonus, we got a dolphin, you know? You can't go wrong with a dolphin. Everyone loves dolphins. I love dolphins. But alright everyone, that's going to wrap it up for this video. There was a lot of sets to cover in just this video alone, and we've gotten reveals for so many other themes. Once again, I'm going to try to get a lot of those videos out throughout this week, so be sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss videos. Also, don't forget to share this video out. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.